Hello everyone, it's Glenda and welcome back to Creative Grandma's Kitchen. Today's recipe, I want to show you how to make a super simple crock pot potato soup. Now you can make this a plain potato soup or you can make it a loaded potato soup. Now with this recipe, it's very easy to add or take out what you want. So let's go ahead and take a look at what you're going to need to make the super easy loaded crock pot potato soup. The first ingredient you're going to need is 32 ounces of chicken broth, 3/4 cups of chopped onions, 3/4 cups of finely chopped carrots. You're also going to need 1 cup of white sharp cheddar cheese for in your soup, and then you need extra sharp cheddar cheese if you want to garnish the top of your soup once you lift it up. So I just buy the 8-ounce package of the Kraft Sharp white cheddar, and that is plenty of cheese. 2 tablespoons of butter or margarine, it doesn't matter which. Salt and pepper to taste. 1 1/2 cup of cooked bacon crumbled, and I cheat and buy the Sugardale already cooked bacon. I just throw it in the microwave for about 20 seconds, take it out, and then I finally chop it up, and it just makes it really fast and easy. I don't have to stand there and cook the bacon. It's already cooked. So it's up to you. You can cook your own bacon or you can buy the pre-made already cooked bacon. But you need 1 1/2 cups of cooked bacon. 1 cup of half and half. You're also going to need 1/2 cup of sour cream for in your soup, and then you're going to need extra if you want to top your soup after you lift it up. 5 to 6 cups of peeled and diced potatoes, and I dice mine about a 1/2 inch square. Now the last ingredient is optional. If you like to decorate the top of your bowl of soup before serving it, then you can add the finely chopped chives. Now I just buy fresh chives in the container and then I finely chop them. So about 3 to 4 tablespoons for your garnish for on top your soup. So let me grab the crock pot and let's get our soup started. So I have my crock that goes inside my crock pot, and I'm going to begin, and I'm going to just dump those diced potatoes right inside the crock pot. I'm going to add my 32 ounces of chicken broth. Next, we're going to add 3/4 cups of onions. Then we're going to add our 3/4 cups of carrots, our 2 tablespoons full of butter. I'm going to add a little salt. Now you add the salt and pepper to taste. Now I love pepper, so I usually put more pepper in than most people. So there I added my salt and pepper. I'm just going to stir that up. So now I'm adding my pot into my crock pot. I'm going to put the lid on, and we're just going to set our temperature to high. You're going to cook this for about 4 to 5 hours until your potatoes are tender. Then after that, I'll be back and we'll add the rest of our ingredients and finish off our soup. It's been 4 hours, so I'm going to take the lid off my crock pot, and you can see it's really boiling. I'm going to stick my spoon in, hopefully you can see this, and when I check my potatoes, it just breaks in half really easy. So it just, you can tell, just check, make sure those potatoes are nice and tender. So this is the part where you can choose what you want to put in your soup. If you just want plain potato soup, then all you're going to do is add your 1 cup of half and half. So I'm just going to add that 1 cup of half and half, and then I'm going to stir that up. And then if you just want it plain, just go ahead and let that cook about another 10 or 15 minutes to absorb all the flavors. Now, if you want the fully loaded potato soup, then I'm going to add my bacon, and I'm going to keep about a 1/2 cup for the topping. So I'm going to add about 1 cup of bacon, and I'm going to keep that to sprinkle on top when I serve it. So I'm just going to stir that in. Now I'm going to add my 1 cup of White Sharp Cheddar Cheese, and this will start melting and make your soup a lot thicker. So let's get that all in there. And then I have some extra cheese in the bag yet that I'm going to use when I top my soup when I lift it up. So I'm just going to stir that in. And if you don't like sour cream, then you can just make the cheddar bacon potato soup. But because I'm making this fully loaded, I'm going to go ahead and add that 1/2 cup of sour cream into my soup. And then you just want to stir that in. And just stir it in really good. Get that sour cream distributed. I'm going to stir that up some more, and you can see that it's starting to get thicker already because of the cheese is starting to melt. So what you want to do now is all our ingredients are in our soup, and now I'm going to turn this down to low. So I have it on low. I'm going to put the lid back on, and I'm going to cook my soup an additional 15 to 20 minutes so all those flavors just mingle together, and then I'll be back and we'll lift up the soup. So I've left my soup cook about 20 minutes. I'm going to go ahead and lift my soup up. There's nothing better than a nice hot bowl of soup on a chilly day. So some people will mash their potatoes. They'll take a potato masher and mash up their potatoes for a creamier soup, but I don't mash my potatoes up. So there is our bowl of soup. And then what you want to do is take your extra sour cream, depending on how much you like, put a dollop right in the middle of your soup bowl. Then decorate with a couple more pieces of bacon. And this is if you're serving this to other people. It just looks so nice when you put those extra toppings on. Now with the white cheddar cheese, you might not see it as well. So I'm just going to add that cheese on top. I love a lot of cheese. And then I'm just going to take my chives and add a few chives on top of that soup, just to give it some really pretty color. So that is our recipe for today, the Crock-Pot loaded potato soup. I hope everybody enjoys this recipe. Thank you everybody for stopping by Creative Grandma's Kitchen today. Please make sure you hit that subscribe button so you don't miss any of the cooking fun here in the kitchen. So until next time, happy cooking everyone.